I enjoy when Ricardo does that.
The
intro.
Oh, the intro?
Actually, speaking of intros, before we start, shout outs to whatever CBS lawyer is trolling our YouTube channel, but fuck you.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
They manually flagged many of our shorts, which has been very annoying.
Who did this? Wait, what?
Some
What are you
CBS
talking about?
Some CBS lawyer manually flagged many of our YouTube shorts. It's fine. One, we weren't monetizing them in the first place, nor did we have any intention to. And two, whatever, because like the YouTube channel
Can they take it down?
It hasn't been taken down, but they flagged it and they're claiming profit on it. Or
What?
revenue on it. There's no revenue to claim, so whatever.
Oh my
it's just
God.
annoying because nothing. It's all transformative. None
That's stupid.
of the automatic systems claimed it. It literally says manually claimed. So someone spent their day.
So that means someone at CBS found us.
Yeah,
someone who's interested in they found us, I guess.
So that was very annoying. I was very
Soon you're going to
annoyed.
receive a cease and desist
Yeah,
letter saying
we're gonna get a cease and desist. It's like, you cannot talk about Star Trek
Stop
this.
talking
Yeah,
shit about Star Trek.
How
We're gonna
dare you be new to Star Trek?
We're gonna get a call from what's Patrick Stewart.
It is I, the copyright holder.
But anyway, everybody, welcome to Newbie Star Trek. I'm Marvin. I'm here with Ricardo.
Hello, this is me. I like Sabritas chips.
And we're here also with Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
I love all of you.
Oh, that's going too far, Sarah. Love is
You
too
have to
strong.
quit saying that. Eventually, someone's going to develop a parasocial relationship with you, Sarah. I'm already in 18.
Take vaccine.
Dan's already in 18 parasocial relationships. He's got a lot going on here. He's a busy guy.
So Ricardo and
No.
Sarah are newbies. And also we have Dan, who might become a newbie soon.
I mean,
Whoa.
yeah, it's guaranteed. I am
Almost-
going to be a
almost
newbie
newbie.
soon, unless I make a point to strike off on my own and watch the rest of the series. Like,
fuck
you
you
know,
guys.
yeah, it's like, I can't be a newbie too. I started this podcast as a veteran.
You know what'd be interesting if we because bit of inside baseball. Speaking of the YouTube channel, I'm trying to make a visual version of the podcast. And the shirts I was thinking about for you guys was red for Ricardo and Sarah, and blue for Dan, and yellow for me. But what if when Dan also becomes a newbie, he then upgrades to a command level shirt like a red? Unless you want to stay blue. I don't know.
Well, that depends. Would you be trying to?
Are you a little sad? You want to be blue?
No, we're going to retroactively visualize all the episodes.
Yes.
Okay, because then that would make sense. Because if we're like not quite there yet, and we're near, like we're going through season 3 now, then that would be like I would barely have any time.
Yeah.
before I become a
Currently,
newbie.
currently we're in the very early stages of getting that done, but you know, we'll see when we get around to it. But
Hopefully
yeah.
that
So
doesn't get
in your
flagged.
mind, red denotes like a new ensign or something.
No, to me, red is like
in charge.
You're kind of the star of the show.
Captain.
You're the newbies. So newbie Star Trek.
Start of the show.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But anyway, this week we watched The Defector, the episode that Dan was looking forward to, and
You know what? We want a little bit of Shakespeare.
we also
Yeah,
watched a little
Shakespeare
bit of
was involved.
A
Shakespeare.
little bit of Shakespeare.
It went on a little long.
little bit of theater.
It reached a
Don't
point
worry,
where
Picard
Sarah
loved it.
Sarah and I are both like, "What?
He's a
It
theater
keeps
actor.
going. This is kind of crazy. How long is this going?"
Well, you know, Picard loves to direct.
He's classically trained.
When you cut back to that shot of Picard, he's like, "Yes."
No,
Yes.
he's in his element 100%.
I'm not sure an actor really needs to see a director like off to the side, like visibly nodding at their performance.
Yes.
That's how I directed all my actors. I'd just be going, "Yes, yes,
It's like, yeah, nailed it.
It's
Nailed that
fantastic."
crying.
You did it.
You did. That's Orson Welles.
Yeah.
He's whispering off camera.
He's it's a California wine. It's bought by Paul Marzon. Dude, we should check if Paul Marzon is into sponsorships.
Into Star Trek.
Well, they're still around, by the way. I would get drunk and do a Paul Marzon.
Oh my god, we should just do our own sponsor parts where we're like, welcome to Newbies Star Trek.
We know remote farm in Lincolnshire.
It's a California podcast made with only the best sound bites. It's great.
Every July, peace for there. Do we really mean that?
The French.
The Picard.
The Picards.
The Defector. It first aired on New Year's Day, January 1st, the first episode of 1990. And Dan, I believe you prepped us by saying this is going to be quite a trip around the sun. So let's get started.
Yeah, the reason why it's such a trip is because the last episode aired on the 20th. So we had a whole month and change to accumulate some,
20th of November.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Quite a while back. Yeah.
So a month and 10 or 11 days, thereabouts.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with something that I can't believe I missed last week. I just didn't see it on the list. The Little Mermaid by Disney, Disney Studios released on November 15th. So, that's a big one. And when the VHS for that came out, it also became a convenient way to shut me up for about 72 minutes.
They were already well into Disney Renaissance by then,
The
right?
Little Mermaid?
No, Little Mermaid was like the beginning of the new golden age of Disney.
Oh,
like
okay.
That signified like a return to form, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that kicked off a new span of like, hey, here's a bunch of princess movies.
Wait, when did The Little Mermaid come out?
It went Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin.
Wait, Beauty and the Beast is after Little Mermaid. Oh, wow. Okay, my general.
Are you a 90s kid or not?
I was a child, and I actually didn't watch many Disney movies.
Yeah, a kid in the 90s. That's what that means.
Listen. I was a shut-in. I didn't watch anything.
Then all the more reason to watch all the Disney VHSs you're surrounded by on the show.
I rewatched my stupid Peanuts tapes over.
God, stupid.
Damn it, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna see this right now.
I hate the Peanuts,
a Charlie Brown Christmas is shit, dude. Okay, it's fucking shit.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. Are you serious?
When Linus says "lights, please," I just tune the fuck out,
dude. I hate the Peanuts, dude. I hate them, dude. I hate Charlie Brown. I hate stupid Snoopy. I hope he fucking dies. And
here's the bird. Okay, if anyone wants to see the best piece of Peanuts that ever exists or ever existed, is the very first strip.
That is really it's really dark.
It's the best. It's two kids on a curb saying like, "Hey, there goes Charlie Brown, good old Charlie Brown. Look at him go." And then the second panel is, I hate him.
No, the exact line is how I hate him.
Yeah, how I hate him.
Look it up, it's great. If you want the best peanuts, Planters salted peanuts are the best peanuts. Other than that, they can go fuck themselves.
What about boiled peanuts from Georgia? Those are quite good.
I've never had them.
Boiled peanuts sound awful to
they're
me.
delicious.
I've never tried them.
Boiled peanuts are so good.
I know it. So that's why I say very specifically, they sound awful.
They ain't no Charlie Browns, that's for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry about that tangent. I just hate Charlie Brown Christmas or Merry Christmas Trailer, whatever it's called.
I hate Charles Schultz so much.
What's funny is that the rest of the Peanuts, I don't think I have as much art for the Peanuts like overall as Ricardo does.
Yeah,
I hate that one special.
No, all of them. I hope they go into the vault and they burn it.
So all right, I'm just gonna rapid fire through some movies that people will recognize. November 22nd, Back to the Future Part 2.
Oh yes,
good stuff. November 30th, on Thanksgiving Day, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
These are good. These are great.
Yeah, December 13th, Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Best Picture winner. Also, a study of how being an extremely absurdly patient black man will potentially soften an old Jewish woman's heart.
Didn't age super well.
No, probably not. I haven't seen it lately, but I don't expect good things if I ever revisit it.
It's a bit, yeah.
December 15th, The Wizard.
Oh, the pinball No, wait, which one was this?
Not Pinball Wizard. It was It was the USA's first look at Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, the Power Glove. Duh. Yes.
With Jenny. What's her name? Jenny Douglas. What's the girl's name?
Ooh, I don't know the actors all that well. I just know Fred Savage is in it.
Jenny Wright. No, she became a famous musician actually. She was an actress and then she transitioned to Jenny something, dude. I don't even know, dude.
I see.
Who cares? Not important.
Well, okay. You know what? When I saw the Wizard on this list, I just realized something. Super Mario Brothers 3, several episodes ago, several episodes ago, I said Super Mario Brothers 3 released in Japan. That was over a year prior to the release of the Wizard.
Maybe you did talk about it.
Yeah, I think you did talk about it.
I feel like you did.
Yeah, like I talked about the release in Japan, right? But that means it's been out in Japan, like played
for
to
a
death
while.
For over a year before it ever like got here, and the movie was advertising it as like, hey, the first look at Super Mario Brothers 3.
That's how video games used to be.
Jenny Lewis, that's her name. God damn it. I had to figure it out.
So I know that inside the movie, there's like it's their first crack at trying the game, right? On the stage.
Well, yeah.
And yet they know secrets and shit.
Yeah, well, it was weird. So like the whole movie is an ad for the Power Glove, for just Nintendo in general, but like specifically the Power Glove and Super Mario Brothers 3. And at the end, they unveil the game, and that was the first time you ever got your look at it. And it was Super Mario Brothers 3, and they're going through they have to like do it like a speed run basically to see who beats it.
Yeah, I think it was actually point based, which is not something that you would normally think about like when it comes to Mario, but
you don't think about points at all.
And
he finds, doesn't he find the flute or something, and then he warps into
inside the mini fortress. He finds the warp whistle. They call it magic flute. It's a warp whistle.
They're already doing warping tricks.
Exactly, but it's the first time you wouldn't know to fly up there. You wouldn't go.
You wouldn't even know what this whistle does.
Exactly. Nah,
you wouldn't know when to use it.
But if you knew about what was going on in Japan. This is why I brought it up. It's because it's already been out for a year, and I just realized, wait a minute, that makes it kind of plausible.
Yeah, I guess
but they're American kids. They don't even know Japan.
I know, they shouldn't, but there's at least a chance now, so it's like, maybe.
Well, now, because the world's so small with internet, but over there, you had to like find Playboys to look at porn. You couldn't go to the internet, dude.
Yeah, and the only way
kids aren't going to the internet.
Back then, the only reason you may even know Japan was really a thing is if there was a restaurant or you were into anime. It's kind of the two main reasons.
Either that, you have to look under your dad's bed to find his illicit copies of Nintendo Power.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's a look at the size of these fucking.
Sorry, it was Famitsu. Speaking of Japan, speaking of Japan, on December 16th, Godzilla vs. Biollante released in Japan. I've never seen this movie, so I just looked up what is Biollante. Turns out it's crossing a scientist's dead daughter's cells with those of a rose bush, and then crossing those cells with the cells of Godzilla.
Stop crossing.
And then you leave it overnight, and it becomes Audrey 2 from the Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, literally overnight.
You leave it to soak in the fridge.
Yeah, you marinate it, and it comes out as Audrey.
Oh no, I overbrined my daughter's cells.
Yes. Gotta rinse it. Okay, Queen Latifah debuted her first hip-hop album. That happened. Yeah. By the way, if you've never played Sayonara Wild Hearts, she's a narrator in that game. And the game itself is awesome. Just play it.
Fucking fantastic.
It's a great way to spend like a couple hours. It only asks for that much of your time. It's good.
Or if you are the type of person who really likes to get really good at something, it really rewards that too.
Yeah, good rhythm action. December 1st was the very first day without art. And it was observed in New York City as a way to raise awareness of the AIDS crisis and its severe impact on the artist community of the time. Since then, it's become an annual event in art institutions and communities throughout the world. So there you go. And here's a big one. On December 3rd, Mikhail Gorbachev and George H.W. Bush declared the Cold War over. Yep. After which Gorbachev dropped by with gift for warming of house. But instead, you found him grappling with local off. Speaking of... On December 17th, the very first episode of The Simpsons aired.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. Yes, very, very huge for me. Which was a story. That episode was about how it was a Christmas special about how
Santa's
they got
little helper. Right?
Yeah, about how they got Santa's little helper. And
that's the doggy, right?
Yes, but it was actually the 8th episode produced.
Yeah. They aired it out of order, and they wanted lot of shows do this. they've already ordered a season. By the time they're going to release the season, it's already Christmas time. They're like, throw the Christmas episode out first.
Yep.
They did
And
it to
that's
Moral
exactly what
Oral
happened.
and completely fucked up Moral Oral because the Christmas special
More
of
oral?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Moral
Moral
Oral.
Oral? Fuck it.
Moral
It's like rural
oral.
juror.
Yeah.
I love moral oral.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But the problem for them
That
was
show
that
is amazing.
the
It's
Christmas
way better
special,
than immoral oral.
the Christmas special of the first season was the season finale. So you had no idea what's going on when you're watching it for the first time. But the first episode released around Christmas, and it was the first episode, the Christmas special. So they really fucked them over.
Man,
And
I want to
That
watch
feels
moral
like a
oral
move
again.
that I'm disappointed in Adult Swim for making a move like
They
that.
make lots of moves like that. They fuck things up all the time.
Like
That's
I
just-
would at around that time I would have trusted Adult Swim scheduling or programming more than Cartoon Network propers. But anyway, yeah, that is exactly what happened to The Simpsons though. But it was also a combination of production issues with the first few episodes that they sent away to Korea. They came back all fucked up, so we're like,
God damn it, Korea.
we can't do it. We can't release it like this. So they had to work on other episodes, and so they ran out of time. They postponed the debut of the show actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'll just tag this on because I just happened to see it on my screen. Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire was top of the charts for a few
Oh,
weeks during that
Oh,
era as
wow.
well.
We didn't start the fire.
Shh, you're gonna
Hey.
have CBS flag our channel.
Ryan started the fire, dude. Actually,
that
you
was
know what's so
our-
funny?
What?
I have to say it. Well, because that the office took it and started Ryan started the fire. Well, at work, where Marvin and I used to previously work at, there was a supervisor called Ryan,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
would constantly get him into trouble by making him do stupid things. And then our boss would come in and
Not real
he would be
trouble.
like,
Not real
no,
trouble.
yeah,
Not-
like-
yeah.
you know, like she would come in, the boss, and she'd like, "What's Brian? What the fuck are you doing?" And then he'd be like, "Ricardo made me do this," and I was like, "No, I've never heard of Brian before."
Oh my god.
Like one time, I was like, "Dude, I got a box of matches," and I'm like, "Dude, if you hold the match on top, like hold it with the match head down, if you flick it, it turns on." And he's like, "No way!" And he did it. And it landed on the carpet, and then he had to step on it because it was going to catch.
I wasn't there for that.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that did
in,
work.
Our boss walked in, and he's like, "God damn it, Ryan! Are you starting a fire, dude?"
Oh my god.
Ryan started a fire.
Yeah, it's true. Oh man.
And so concludes our trip around the sun.
Well, you know what starts now? Our trip to our sponsor, ExpressVPN.
Old reliable.
Yeah, good old ExpressVPN. Listen,
Yeah.
we've been using
Reliable
Express.
in more than one way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've personally been using ExpressVPN for quite a while to actually save my butt on a bunch of different things. In fact, in the future, in a little bit, we're actually gonna go hanging out in a city for about 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be working while I'm in that city. That whole time, I'm gonna be using ExpressVPN because I don't know what that internet's doing. Some of the stuff I'm working on is a little sensitive, so I'm gonna be using ExpressVPN that whole time to make sure nobody can check in and see what I'm working on this
Yeah.
internet that I'm on.
They can't see what kind of porn you're editing.
Yeah, and ExpressVPN can't even see it either because
No.
no logs, no
No.
connection logs, no activity logs. Even when the Turkish government tried to come in and figure
Yeah.
out what the fuck was going on, they had nothing to look at.
You know what they did, dude? They put the fucking records in a turkey up its butt, and then they shot the turkey. Poof, record's gone, dude.
And if you head over to expressvpn.com/newbie Star Trek right now and you sign up for 12 months, you get an extra 3 months for free. That's a whole total savings, 49% off. It's a very good deal. That's only $6.67 a month for, honestly, if you look around, like legitimately look around and shop for VPNs, ExpressVPN is consistently ranked one of the top, if not the top VPN that's available for consumers. So
Look around, you idiot. These people aren't looking around, dude. I just wanted them to know, like, to look around.
However, if you're driving, only
don't
do
look-
like
well,
just
cautiously,
scan,
cautiously.
like yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
do the normal
yeah.
looking around that you
do
need
the
to do while
RoboCop, the
driving.
RoboCop move where you kind of like move your eyes and then move your body. you know?
yeah, exactly.
And then every so
Yeah.
often you hear that.
Murphy.
Wait,
So if you want that deal,
did you
just
say
head on-
RoboCop and I went Terminator?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Fuck.
they
You
have
fucked us,
fought,
dude.
so
You
it's
fucked up this
okay.
beat.
It's okay. They
Only in
fought.
comics, though.
Also
Yeah.
in Mortal Kombat.
Oh
So,
yeah.
You're right.
yes, it's happened. So it's
fine.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
we saved it.
They've touched. You want that deal for ExpressVPN? Head on over to expressvpn.com/newbie Star Trek. Alrighty then.
Drop it, creep.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
if Denise Crosby was pointing a gun at RoboCop, she wouldn't have dropped it. She'd fire first.
Ricardo, could
yeah.
you please tell us what happened in this episode?
You just made me picture Denise Crosby pointing a phaser at Ricardo and threatening him to, summarize an episode
This
for
This
us.
is actually a threat. Okay, just let's all reimagine this as a
Summarize
threat.
this fucking episode, you piece of shit, you fuck.
All right, let's
Play it
listen
again,
to this
Marv.
with that mental image in our mind.
Ricardo, could you please tell us what happened in this episode?
Oh, I can imagine.
you better
that,
do what
yeah.
she says,
She's
man.
the villain. She's a villain in this, scenario. She's doing it very sarcastic. By the way, I'll say this like I should say every goddamn episode. If you're offended by crude humor or, no, I'm not going to go there. If you're offended by that C word, I would say no, we've never dropped that.
Yeah, I don't think actually
Have
we've
we
ever
not?
said that. Yeah.
No. Not yet.
mean, if you're in Australia, you can say it all the time.
Oi, fucking Kevin. He says it all the time. If you're easily offended, dude, we get it. We're not offended by it. It's just that maybe this isn't for you. But if you're not offended and you like to party, you like to see Jason Statham fuck people up, dude. Pretend that he's our captain, dude. Oh, captain, my captain. And he's like, oh, fuck you, mate. Poof. You're in the right fucking spot. You're strap in. Here we go. Well, Sarah's very into this. Is he? All right. Oh.
I'm using my Troy cues.
Oh, okay. Oh. I thought you were eating some jerky, gent.
Yeah.
All right. So this episode starts off with good old Henry V by Shakespeare.
Oh my gosh.
Both starring and directed by Jean-Luc Picard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Patrick Stewart, but Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah. I'll say this about Shakespeare. I like to read it and I appreciate it. And I like it. Like that's the truest. Like if you're studying writing, like they say, oh, go look at fucking, go look at The Sting, read The Sting or Chinatown. I'm like, no, go fucking read Shakespeare. He's like the original dude, But I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it performed. Like, there's very few people that
No
are doing it the
Shakespeare
right
in
way.
the park for you?
No.
You're not
No.
a Shakespeare
It's
in the
like
park kind of
Shakespeare is like children. It should be heard or seen.
Yeah.
should
It should
just-
be imagined.
What if Baz Luhrmann directed it?
Oh,
Well, you know what? Surprisingly, I don't hate that version.
I
It's
like
really
when the long
fun.
sword's a shotgun.
yeah. Hand me my long sword.
Yeah.
Snap zoom into the label on the gun.
Yeah.
Get it?
Get it?
Get it?
Sword.
It's longer.
Get it? They're corporations. Get it?
I didn't hate that, but it's so hard. I haven't seen the Coen. I guess it's not Coen Brothers movie. It's Joel Coen's
Just Joel Coen. Yeah.
Macbeth.
Yeah, Coen brother movie.
But I don't I'm not a big fan of actually seeing it performed. I like to read it, I like to enjoy it and put it away on the shelf. And here they're performing it and clearly it's Data and he is in the holodeck. And I you know what I was thinking is if Picard wasn't there, and I guess if it wasn't Data, this Shakespeare would have led to fucking sex, dude. Because they're in the holodeck, you know?
Wait, I have a question. Is that Riker?
Mhm.
The guy that he's talking to?
I believe
No.
so. I thought it
No,
was.
I
And the
don't think-
mustache?
Really?
Yeah, it's Riker.
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, the guy with the brown hat. Like
I
he's
thought it was.
kind of- yeah, it is. I
If
think
it is, he's
is.
doing a pretty decent job of like holding his mouth in a certain way that makes him look a little different.
Like,
I
'cause
could be
me and
totally
Marvin,
wrong.
me and Marvin were like, "Oh, I think that's, I think it
What
is
does Memory
Riker.
Alpha have to say?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about it on there.
I don't think it's a record.
I don't think it is. I think it's a
No.
guy that looks very similar to him, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it is Riker.
I mean,
at a glance.
one of the characters is Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And they're performing Henry V, which is about the gist of it is basically like it takes place in two different like time zones, not time zones, time periods. Basically, it's before the war and then after the war, the famous English-French war. And the scene that they're kind of going over is the one that's pre-war. I think it's the night before the war starts, and King Henry V disguises himself and goes and sees within like the people that are going to battle. He sees if his men are scared or how they're feeling, how they feel about him. He's kind of just basically making sure he's making the right choice by sending all these people to battle and stuff.
Right. Also, you were correct. It is not Riker. It is someone named S.A. Templeman. I don't know who that is.
He looks very similar to Jonathan Frakes.
He's Riker-ish.
Yeah.
He's Riker-ish.
The casting document would have said someone that looks like him.
I guess it wouldn't have been possible because his chin is shaved. Riker wouldn't have shaved.
He's like
beard for that.
He's like, there's no razors. Not even one razor touches his chin. Not one, not four, not any. And so, old Picard is directing the scene, and it's made to inform Data about like the human condition. So it gives him a deeper understanding into human beings, and I think Picard chose this like piece to show him about, to learn more. But he's kind of, it's weird because he's learning how to perform it because Data is performing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And which is weird.
He's a star.
I know.
It's just a big excuse to make Picard. Yeah. Picard just like, I just want to make Data do Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I kind of love it. Like, I kind of love that Data is trying to participate in these activities to kind of like learn more about the human condition, you know, like
it is
what
funny how Picard would indulge.
Yeah, he like indulges him. Yeah.
What a nice guy. What a nice captain.
I think it's so fun. Like, I think it's so fun.
And what's funny is that he, like, Data is sort of like a bit of a confidant in this situation where he's able to like tell him directly, like, well, I can't blend in with my troops as well as, you know, the king can. Like, he's kind of letting Data know about his own internal like thoughts of command a little bit, which is interesting to me.
It's a good setup for the episode, like morals that will unfold. The scene went on. It did go on very long, though. I was like, "Is this the whole episode? Or are we just stuck in Shakespeare?"
Just let Patrick.
That's what I thought
act,
too,
Sarah. Just let him despot up for once. God,
the thespian.
Patrick Stewart was like, "Listen, if you're gonna put me in all this makeup, it's gonna be a scene that is long enough that it's fucking worth it."
Yeah.
We're not gonna.
He almost looks like the way what's his face looked in the Cyrano de Bergerac movie. He looked a bit like Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah, with the nose and yeah.
By the way, that's one of my favorite plays.
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah,
they're remaking it with Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, and one of my favorite bands, The National.
Oh,
sadly, it's a musical, and you guys know.
Oh, it's a musical. It's a musical version of Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah.
Is there any known musical versions of Cyrano?
I think there. I don't think there has been. No. I think.
Wait, so they created a musical out of it?
Yeah. I actually started in Broadway. They put it up.
I see. So I see.
Peter Dinklage's wife turned the letters into music, and then actually I did want to see this from the beginning because the National was involved in the play, in the musical, and I was like, it's a musical, but I do like the play, and I like the National. But now they made it into a movie, and it's directed by Joe Wright. But I have mixed feelings about it. But this,
wait, actually, hold the phone for a second.
Hold it.
Holding it.
I guess I kind of glazed over this, and that guy, that's Picard with the.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that.
Wait, so you mistook someone for Riker, but didn't realize the other person was Picard?
Even as we were talking about this person who was Picard?
I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. What was going through your mind? We had to who are they talking about? Who's Picard?
Yeah.
No, I thought, because Picard's directing it off the side.
That's why while we were watching it, I said, "Oh look, Picard is both directing it and acting it."
I didn't notice that. I was like, oh, that guy looks like Riker. like the other guy, but now the
Oh,
guy that looks older with the hair.
You were
That
just so
I'm like looking
enraptured
at it.
with
and
Riker's
then-
good looks.
Well, because you said something like, "Oh, you know, if he's going to be in makeup that long," and I'm like, "What do you mean? He wasn't in makeup at all. He looks the same." and then I go back. I'm like here listening to you guys talk. I'm like, wait a second, and I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Patrick Stewart. Oh my
very
god,
good.
What a good actor.
holy shit!
He
I
just
had no-
transformed
He does
into that role.
Shakespeare. Yeah.
He really, I mean, he looks different. Like he looks really different.
Yeah, it's makeup.
Damn.
I really did not realize that was him.
Oh, that's really funny.
Look
Like,
out, Daniel
and
Day-Lewis.
that's why I was so confused. I'm like, what are you guys talking? Am I misunderstanding something here? Oh wow. I'm sorry. I just had to break in with that because I just
Yeah.
had this realization.
That's why I said it's bizarre that there's like a digital version of Patrick Stewart in the hologram.
Okay, I didn't understand
Yeah.
that's what he was this character.
And also at the
with
time,
axe.
I thought Jean-Luc Picard was like, I'm gonna make a digital version of myself and also my best friend Riker, and I'm gonna direct the digital versions.
because
Well, it
part
turned
of
out
me
to
was
not
like,
actually be his best friend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's some random guy. Yeah,
like how? Because I guess I didn't think that was possible
The
that you
friend
can
Riker
also
wishes
like
Riker could
act
be.
and like direct.
He's like,
Like, didn't.
I wish Riker could be a beautiful, beautiful actor like this.
with a handlebar mustache.
Yes, I wish he would shave the bottom of his beard. So
Wow.
so they get zapped out of the hologram and the holodeck, and because they get an alert.
From Riker.
So basically, yeah, from Riker, and basically they're near the neutral zone, and they get hailed, and there's basically a Romulan ship that's being attacked by another Romulan ship, and it's calling for, like, Mayday and stuff to help them, and they maim the ship, and it's kind of it's spiraling out of control, and they finally like help the ship. And they suck it up into this tractor beam, and they realize that it is Romulan that's on the ship, and he is a defector. Which is funny because, like, you know what's so funny about this? How this episode starts is that the other Romulans damage the ship like heavily, right? And then they beam him up to the ship, right? And when he beams up, he's like slumped over, like he was hurt in his ship. But you think when they zapped him into the ship, he'd be sitting down, but he's standing up. Isn't that weird?
Mhm.
It is.
Or am I am I making too much of it?
Maybe he was in a weird spot. Maybe he was doing like a weird,
But-
like maybe he was in the middle
Which-
of like.
Maybe there
begs
was
the
room
question.
to stand.
Which begs the question: if you're taking a shit and they beam you up,
Oh yeah,
are you squatting still, or
You're
are you
squatting. You're
standing up?
squatting, and the poo is.
Like you ought to
know,
be
or-
squatting still, but I don't know if the biofilter. Like, okay, what do biofilters do to like foreign substances that are currently inside of you because you ate them?
It should
Yeah.
keep them.
Okay,
Unless
so
they
if
were,
it
like,
enters your
dangerous.
mouth, it's good to go.
It should be.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
if
what
it
if
gets
it-
You
rid-
can
what if
smuggle things past biofilters if you just eat it.
No, I think
What
if
if
there's
it's bacteria?
something.
What if it's bacteria?
Well, for one, we're all filled with
I
bacteria.
know.
That's
What,
good
does
for
it
you.
filter? And you're like, oh,
No,
my God, now I'm
I think it
fucking
takes.
fucked.
I think it filters stuff that is like poison.
What about
like-
poo?
I mean, I imagine it leaves it.
You think if you're about to
It's
take
like,
a shit,
you're good. This is good
here's
poison.
the real question, guys. If you're about to take a shit, like you're like,
Yeah.
I'm prairie dogging it here, and you get
Oh my
zapped.
God.
You think when you appear here, the poo's gone?
No, it's
no,
it's
no, it's
peeking out
still
your
there.
How do
Only
you know?
the amount that was out of your butt is gone.
butt. Yeah. Remember, it also keeps it. They
Dan.
also zap you in a way so that there's a thin layer right above you to keep your clothes on.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah, so that's how they do it. You know, so
We need a zapper people thing specialist to be on the show.
Yeah,
So we can really
we need an
probe them about
expert.
it.
Where's Scott?
Yeah.
We need Scott back on the
like
podcast.
if two people are fucking and they get zapped in here, right?
Mhm.
Are they still in? Like, are they still? Is the man inside the woman still, or
Yeah.
is it? Are they separate?
Yeah, they're in this. They're inside.
And the cocoon just like gets all of them,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
but they're still naked.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've had a scenario where someone it's in Star Trek 4. The lady grabs Kirk and goes, "Gotcha," and then she'll transport up with him. It's not even very smart. It took her with him. So
Interesting. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Okay. All right.
You know,
I have so many questions more, but not.
This is all very good, useful information to know.
Yeah.
Well, these are all very newbie questions.
As for his pose, I mean, like maybe he was in the middle of something, or maybe
He might have been briefly leaving his seat to like get like a snack or something.
Oh yeah. He was pouring coffee. Look at how his hands are.
He was in the middle of impersonating the dance from Letting the Days Go By.
or his hands look like they're in something. Maybe he was getting a little jerky gent.
Oh,
a little snack.
Oh,
Huh?
and he went,
Oh, he's like, oh shit,
he
where am
popped his
I?
hands up. He's like, oh shit.
Where's my jerky gent? God damn it.
This is not my beautiful jerky.
Yeah. This isn't my commissary. Where's my jerky gent? And he seems a little hurt. His face is a little fucked up, which maybe that's what he needed the jerky. He's like, if I eat a little jerky gent, I'll make this feel better. And so
If I'm gonna die, I'll die with my jerky.
Yeah, I'll die happy with jerky gent in my hand. You can pry this jerky gent from my cold dead hands.
Oh my god.
They're
From
getting a
my
fucking ad
dry
from us,
peppered
dude.
hands.
They're getting some. You want this dry ass meat? Pry it from my dry ass hands.
This dry ass meat. God.
Or gloves with
this is
silica
the-
gel packets in them.
This is the caliber of conversation you're getting.
Oh my
newbie
God.
Star Trek era.
How did it devolve? to
Look, if
this?
you're easily offended by long protracted bits about stupid jerky and dried out hands,
dried out meat
It's
in hand.
it's the dried out pepper hands that got me.
you can't just tell me my joke and make me laugh, you idiot. It's not supposed to work.
So this defector is like, hey, number one, they take him to the. I call it the conference room, but it's called the
Conference.
It's a conference
observation
room.
room.
Yeah.
It's a conference room, and he's like, look, a couple things, dude. I'm a defector. 2, I want my jerky gent. I want it now.
I want it now.
Go to my ship. You get my jerky jet. You get my fucking Snuggie, and you bring it over here, dude.
He is wearing like a completely rectangular Snuggie.
Oh my
It's-
god, his outfit is so bizarre. Me and Margaret were like, what is
it always
wrong
makes it
with
look
his
like
outfit?
he's like hunching his shoulders over
Yeah.
constantly.
I think it's intentional to try to really like show off how rectangular he can look.
Yeah.
I feel like he's dressed like a fucking Minecraft character.
Yeah, he looks like a Minecraft man. He's a Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes it look like it's like those blankets that grip departments use to like cover shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like that
It looks like a
blanket,
thin blanket.
but they just cut it up.
Like a
They're
sound
just-
Like,
blanket.
they just cut up a Fernie pad.
yeah. It looks like they just cut one up and draped it over his shoulders.
So he says, like, look, this is what's going on, guys. Getting closer. A couple things are happening. 1, they're trying to take my jerky jet.
God damn it.
Stop it. Stop. I can't stop.
Stop it right
Two.
now.
Yeah. He's also wearing a bicycle chain around his neck.
Yes.
I was about to keep on going on his outfit. That was my next point. I was gonna say that he has fucking bicycle chains around his for belts.
Yeah.
Shut up. This is top
This is-
admiral outfit.
Yeah. His
for the
name's like
Romulans.
his name's like Jocko Umugatu or something like that. and so like Jacoby's like, hey, serious shit. Jaruk.
Ja Rule.
He's trying to start the FYC
I like Ja Rule.
festival. So he's like, hey, serious shit, dude, get closer. He's like, there's a war that these fuckers are trying to start, and
Yeah.
I don't want it. I'm not into it.
They're trying to trick everyone to go to
trying-
Fire Festival.
Yeah.
They're trying to make
He's like, they got this festival, and they want everybody to go to this island.
And
they're
then when
gonna
they get to the planet, there's nothing fucking
there's
there.
nothing there.
Oh my gosh, exactly. It's exactly like Fire
Only that
Festival.
it's better because there was something there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
And he's all seriously, guys. He's like,
Ja Rule.
they're building battle stations. I've seen it. I'm a guy. I'm trusted.
He's the
And-
logistics coordinator, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a coordinator.
Or he claims he is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
yeah, he's an assistant to the regional manager. And
Sounds
he's
like a good planner for a festival.
yeah. And he's like, listen, Linda. They They're building a goddamn arsenal. They're going to fucking war. They want a fucking war, dude. And if you don't stop them, they're gonna start some shit, dude. And then Riker's like, immediately he's like, "You're full of shit, dude. You're full of shit. You're a piece of shit, and I don't respect you.
Mhm.
And I don't like you. And I don't like you. And I think you're lying. I think you're full of it. And I don't know why you're here, but I don't like your haircut." and he's like, all right, I'm just saying, like, you guys need to do something, dude. I'm not fucking around, dude. And then he starts talking shit about Worf immediately because they hate each other. And he's like, look, I'm here despite the fact that I hate this piece of shit person here. Which is Worf. And so they convene after they take him away, and he's like, dude, I don't know. I think that it sounds sketchy, but maybe. And it all has to do with like the neutral zone. Basically, the Romulans are setting up like a task force. Kind of like, would you say he's selling it kind of like an attack on Pearl Harbor type of thing, kind of thing.
Yeah. They're building up an army that was not right at the border that wasn't planned, sort of thing.
And they're also cloaked and like currently unable to be like hard to detect.
Actually, I believe this episode is actually supposed to be written as an allegory for the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Okay.
I think
you've said that about like 3 episodes so far.
No, you keep saying that.
But I think this one,
every episode.
This one they actually did.
You're like, this is about the Bay of Pigs. And you're like, this has nothing to do with pigs, dude.
But like, I actually do wonder, like, do Romulans have like a special hatred for Klingons? Like, why?
They've always hated each other.
It's like Israel and Palestine.
Okay, like why does like Worf like is always
a target? This is toss around.
This is like this is the second episode that like the Romulans have like really targeted and like shit on Worf.
The other one was like, I'd rather die than have this guy's blood in me. Fuck you. Poof. And he almost spit in his face.
Exactly. Dude. It was disgusting.
He's all, come closer so I could choke you before I die.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
And this guy is also like really insulting to Worf. And I'm like, you know what? Worf has a lot of patience to deal with this.
He knows a lot of Klingon curse words.
It also,
he does.
Yeah, because he curses them and he's like, yeah. And then even Riker's like, dude, don't be saying that bullshit, dude. You C-word.
I know some Romulan curse words of my own.
He's all, you know what? You're a C-word for saying all those words, dude. You C-word. Kept calling him the C-word in Romulan. Yeah. And then and it's funny, a couple weeks ago, my wife was like, she was feeling a little sick and she's like, I hope it's not the C-word.
The C-word?
Yeah, because it was COVID. But I said it out loud. I said
that word?
The word? I said it out loud. And she's like, no, you idiot. The other word.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, Picard's like, hey,
I'm sorry. I just had the thought of someone saying, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I got cunt 19.
Oh my god.
What? What is that?
I got exposed to cunt.
Yeah.
I can't.
I wish my wife would have been like, can you call in work sick for me and tell him I have the C word? And would I call him? Like, she caught a case of the cunts. So anyways, god damn it, we got to go really explicit on this one. So Picard's
rated RRRXX.
Is cunt that much worse?
It's fucking Kevin's word. Have you guys not seen that YouTube video?
Really hard. I think that's the thing with cunt.
You can't say a hard C, dude.
Then do me a favor and never visit Australia.
Yeah.
A soft C.
Like crusty comedy classic. It hits the ear wrong,
No, that's all right. It's when you actually see the sign that you realize that's not good.
So Picard's like, hey guys, go to a ship and let's study it. Let's figure out what's going on. Let's see where he's been. Let's give it a good old scrub down. And then in the background, boom, his ship explodes. You know what's so crazy is that the ship explodes if you play it like really in slow motion. Mm-hmm. The ship explodes and it should go, Picard should go, oh fuck, what the fuck is that? But there's like no reaction, like it explodes and there's a huge, and then Picard looks like very slowly, he's like, oh, what was that? What's that bright light?
That's weird.
Like, a huge explosion.
And no one's like, "Whoa, what the fuck, dude? That could have been closer and could have fucking got us, dude."
Yeah, because they got in close enough to put their force field around it. That could have damaged the ship.
Yeah, but no one says anything. They're like, "Oh, fuck, that blew up, huh?"
Yeah, ostensibly, if it was within the shields that also encased the ship, then the ship would be
at all.
No.
No, it didn't.
I feel like the ship should shake.
Yeah, I know, because the force field is within. It's not in.
Maybe they would have shook it if the actors had only reacted at all.
I know.
Yeah,
the director really fucked up there. The director of the
I mean, it explodes, and it's a massive explosion. It's huge.
It's close enough for it to be massive. Yeah.
Nobody seems very worried about that.
Everyone's like,
well, the ship exploded.
That's crazy. At least we don't have to send the away team, huh? So they go and they're trying to fix this Romulan's neck, dude, because he's got like some weird like hickey on his neck that he got from the explosion. Yeah, and fucking Riker's like, "So why the fuck did you blow your ship up, you idiot?" And he's like, "Well, you think I'm gonna let you go in there and probe it and stuff and like find all my secrets?" And he's like, "Look, you piece of shit, you're the one that came to us. We didn't want to deal with you. We think you're a fucking idiot, dude. Yeah. And you come in here and you insult Worf, dude, and with that haircut, you can insult people."
You know what? I'm with that haircut. I'm looking at this guy. I'm looking at this guy's face, and I can't. Like, are Romulans like? Is this like blackface, like brown face? Like,
I think
are they
make him
orange?
Yeah,
or
they make
like
him orange.
Yeah, but he doesn't look orange in this.
I think it depends on your color monitor calibration.
If anybody should be defended, it's probably the Trump family.
But when I put it on my color calibrated monitor, it looks orange.
Because it looks,
Marvin, you don't have to show off that you have a color calibrated monitor, dude.
Like it looks like I'm like, okay, well, clearly he's a white actor, right? But like,
do we know though?
I mean,
God damn.
let's. I don't know. I'm assuming, I guess, but it just looks a little bit like brown or blackface here. He's really bizarre.
He's more like orangey.
He's pretty orangey.
Yeah,
it's very close.
His complexion has definitely been darkened at least a little.
Yeah.
He's more like Puerto Rican.
Would this, you know? Like, would this fly today? Like this kind of guy, like I don't think this would fly today.
He's doing the same thing that fucking Al Pacino is doing in Scarface. He's like,
yeah, he does look like Al Pacino's.
Where'd you get this scar on your face? He's that? What do you think? I got it eating pussy?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's doing fucking Scarface. And so
sorry, I just had to mention that. I was like looking at it, and his haircut sucks too.
Yeah.
Oh my
By the
goodness.
way, I'm celebrating January as Jan Michael Vincent. January. The actor
You've done this
Jan
before.
Michael
You've done
Vincent.
this before.
Yeah. And because it's the whole month of January, and I was watching the movies of Jan Michael Vincent, and I was thinking, I wonder if Jan Michael Vincent, the great Jan Michael Vincent, has been on Star Trek. So I got really excited. I was like, maybe there's an episode, and we're gonna get to it. So I looked his IMDb up, and no. He did not participate. He did Airwolf, but no Star Trek. I was very sad. But anyway, if you partake, please celebrate Jan Michael Vincent.
By the time this episode comes out, it'll be over.
You could still celebrate, like retroactively.
Yeah, retroactively. But just knowing that the officially observed days have passed.
So move over Black History Month.
Yeah,
Jan Michael Vincent Month.
Yeah. So
I'm actually kidding about that. Please don't.
Make sure to tweet your response to Dan
at Gilmer Gores. That's the new handle I'm going to give out every time.
Yeah,
just give it to Gilmer Gores.
Yeah, tweet at us at neilgorsuch.com. So this Romulan's like, you think I'm going to give you anything? No, I'm not going to give you shit. And basically, he's a real piece of shit, dude. Because he's there, he's trying to prevent this war on Orion's belt, and he's like, the galaxy is on Orion's belt, and now he's trying to stop this stupid invasion, but it's very dumb because he doesn't want to give them anything, and it's like, well, then why are you here? He's like, well, what, do you want to go to my ship so you can get all our secrets? So you know how to attack us? And it's like, then why are you helping us? Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Why are you here? And you being here is helping us, you fucking idiot.
Why don't you just send us a message?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree that it's really frustrating, but if I look at it just as, if I assume that Romulans have a different mentality than humans do.
That's part of it. The other part of it is that originally they had a lot of trouble trying to figure out how they were going to fill out the middle. They had a lot of stupid ideas. The stupidest idea is that there was originally going to be a romance between Beverly Crusher and this guy.
Oh no!
Oh, I can see a piece of that in her interaction with him.
Exactly. That was the original way to fill out the middle.
She likes traitors that kill her husband, so you know, who knows, dude?
She's like, "Can you kill my son for me?"
yeah. He's the plan is almost complete. If I could get one more kill. So anyway, this guy then Riker takes him to like his quarters, and you know what? For him being a deserter, he's got a nice fucking room, dude.
That's a nice room.
Yeah, they didn't put him in the brig. They just gave him a cabin.
Yeah. And like you can order anything you want. And,
he's like, you want Taco Bell? 2 kinds.
I love how every time they walk, I love how the cabin set like has like a very visible bathroom in it.
Yeah.
It feels very real and lived in, like a hotel room.
Yeah, he's like, you want a real bathroom? We got it. We also have dirt and kitty litter. We don't know what kind you want.
We don't know what species you are.
Yeah.
It could be either.
And
there's like a cat person in Star Trek Lower Decks, isn't there?
Yeah. It's Michael. It's Derulo.
If it's been confirmed that she uses litter to some extent, please confirm for us.
I'm sure it's been alluded to at some point.
Hopefully, there's cat people in this.
I mean, if it's a comedy show, they probably did it.
So then they go and they're looking for the records on the ship too. Geordi finds some records on the ship, and he sees that at one point it was being chased, but they never really caught up to it. They like would catch up and then let them go. Like it seems fishy. All these things seem fishy.
Mm-hmm.
And so they appoint Riker and Deanna Troi to interrogate him. So that's the plan. And then Picard goes and talks to like his superiors. And he's like, hey, what do we do? And then his superior is like, God damn it, Riker. God damn it, Picard. He seems like the old police captain, you know, that's always got heartburn and shit. But before that, we see the Romulan. He goes to his room and then he's like, he orders some water. And then he drinks the water and then he goes into his boot and he pulls out this little Pepto-Bismol pill.
It looks like a little sticker. Like, I don't know
almost.
What. Yeah. Or like a Tums.
It looks like a
Tums.
A little fruit Tums.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a cocoa wafer.
Yeah. and he's like, he's contemplating, I guess, eating it. But later you find out it's like it's basically like a cyanide capsule kind of thing.
Yeah.
Suicide pill.
Yeah. So then the Federation Council, he's like, hey, we've convened and like, oh, we don't know, dude. Like, it seems like you could be right. This dude could be right, but already the Romulans are like saying like, hey, we should turn over this traitor to them. And Picard's like, what if he's telling the truth, dudes? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, go check it out. But you know, like this guy seems like he's a piece of shit. We think he's a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And so it's funny because this theme comes back where like Picard's like asking Data like what the crew's like the morale of the crew, and it's kind of goes back to Henry V where he's trying to figure out like how
the cold opening ties into the theme of the episode,
like basically. Where how much can he push his crew to like find out about whether this is true or not, because they have to go into the neutrals, the forbidden zone.
Yeah, it's dangerous for them.
Yeah.
You know, so
actually for a brief moment, I related to that moment with Picard and Data because, like, I'm a supervisor at my work, but I have someone like who had kind of been like a right-hand person to me.
You have
but she was able to kind of like keep a bead on what like the other subordinates were doing and feeling. Mm-hmm. And so every so often, I could check in with her to see like, hey, like, how are things going out there?
Yeah.
And
also,
I was reminded of that strongly when he talked to Data about that.
And at any moment, one of Dan's decisions could either prevent a war or start a war.
Yeah, it's very serious.
I mean, it's
Dan works in a war room.
I am responsible for thousands of deaths
to prevent the war.
Yeah.
To prevent the war, the galaxy is on Orion's belt. That's all I know.
The number of those deaths that were just is up to history to decide.
Yeah, dude.
After you become the victor, you shall write.
I have no presumptions about victory, but I do know that glory is assured.
Damn, dude.
I want people to try to figure out what Dan's job is.
Dan. Dan
Based
works
on
at the
all
White
this.
House.
I thought you were about to talk to me about white vans, Sarah.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white van.
Yeah, dude. You're known to wear white
With the
vans,
thousands
dude.
of murders.
Back at it again with the thousands of murders.
Back at it again with the murders.
And
No,
so-
they weren't murders. I'm just responsible for deaths. To listen to me.
It's
Listen to
very
me.
different.
It's true.
Very different.
It's judicious choice of words.
Yes.
Anyway, they're like, hey, they interrogate him and they're trying to get some information out of him, and like they can't tell if he's lying or not, or
What does he say? Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
The thing is, like, for all, it looks like he's telling the truth because, like, it doesn't feel like he's lying. It's just like, well, he kind of not lying. Like, he believes what he's fucking saying. So who the fuck knows, dude? He's a piece of shit person.
As shitty a character as this is, I really like this actor's performance.
No, he's great. The performance is
awesome
really
in
good.
it.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I think the performance is really good. It helps support. The whole thing hinges on him, right? So
Yeah, because like previous Romulans were like, especially ones that were like, telling Worf they wanted to spit in his face.
they're
or choke him as he did.
comical.
They're caricatures. They're all cartoonish, like
but-
evil, hateful people. But this guy has some nuance to him,
Well,
so I
this
like
guy
him.
has a family apparently that he's
Well,
trying to save.
Exactly. Well, that's what you find out, like, because you're like, why did this guy like defect?
Yeah.
Like, why is he a defector? But you find out that he did it because he has a family. He's a family man. He's a family guy.
He's a
like,
family Romulan.
And he's like, he's like, I'm doing this so there's a future for my kid. Basically,
Mhm.
that's what I'm doing this for.
even if they hate me, at
Yeah.
least they'll be alive.
Yeah. They hate us because they ain't us, he said. And then, so basically,
Oh my god.
they figure out how to get over there. And they're gonna go check this thing out, see if the base that he says is there. And then,
The one large thing is that they for a long time still think he's this like logistics guy.
yeah,
And then Data is the one who kind of unwittingly convinces him to reveal himself because he starts trying to get to know him better.
yeah,
And by showing him, and he the Romulan guy laments he'll never see Romulus again.
yeah.
So he shows him a version of it in the holodeck, and
He says, "Bro, I gotta take you somewhere right,
Yeah,
right
and,
fucking
like-
now. I gotta
Yeah.
take you to the holodeck."
He's like, you ever fuck somebody over this beautiful gorge? Huh?
You know what I find? What
Yeah.
I find odd about it is that they were able to produce such an impressive recreation of Romula.
Yet they don't know. They don't know about it. They don't know anything about them.
Exactly.
that's the magic
Like the
of the
fact-
computer.
Yeah, the fact that it impressed Ja Rule so much is so
Ja
like
Rule.
it
I love
shouldn't
it. We're
have
calling
if,
it.
It's very
if they
easy
know
to
as little
impress
as they say they do.
Yeah.
Like, this is way better than
Ja
my
Rule.
festival.
This would be a great place for a festival. This gorge.
Oh my god. Ja Rule.
beautiful hole
Let's
in
just
the
call
earth.
him Ja Rule from now on.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So good.
So they find out who he really is. Which, Marvin, tell us who he is.
He's Ja Rule.
Yeah.
He's Admiral Ja Rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
Admiral Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Old General.
Yeah, he
General.
basically in the context of Star Trek did participated in what he calls a campaign, what Starfleet calls a genocide against some colony, I believe, the Norkin outpost. They called it the massacre of the Norkin outposts.
Yeah. He's a real
so-
piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
basically a war criminal.
Yeah.
Wow.
In their eyes. Yeah.
So he's like, I don't know what to do, Picard, because this guy's a real piece of shit, dude. You decide what you want to do if you want to believe him, but he is a goddamn war criminal, dude. He's worse, believe it or not, than the war criminal you have on board called Wesley Crusher.
Oh my god.
And so
Strong words.
yeah, I stand by them. And so anyway,
He said what he said.
I said what I said, man. So then they decide to go. They're like, all right, we're gonna go. And then but before that, like the Klingons send them like they call them over FaceTime, and they're like, hey, and then Picard's like, hey, Worf, will you handle this? And then they leave, and you don't know what's happening. What's happening with them?
Yeah,
what's going on?
You kind of forget what that even happened at all.
Yeah,
and then,
you forget about that phone call.
Yeah.
And then later, so they go to that base where he says that exists, and they can't find shit, dude. They're like, there's nothing there. And then who shows up, dude? But fucking the one-armed man again. Old.
Yeah.
Old
it is cool.
Fucker.
It is cool that they like do all this callbacking, and like this also connects to that episode where like we wondered what the fuck were they doing on that planet. Maybe this was it. Maybe this is the thing they were doing.
It scares you because you're like, oh fuck, they were fracking for goddamn fucking explosives or something.
It's like, what do you mean we don't have enough bottled water?
Yeah. And so they bring
over for Evian.
Yeah, they bring over
precious Evian.
They bring over they bring over Ja Rule, and they're like, hey dude, where is this goddamn? Where are the weapons? Where are the WMDs, dude? You said where are they, dude?
Where's the fire festival?
Yeah, where's the
fire festival?
When are we getting to the fireworks factory
with all these missiles? Where is it? And he's like, it's here. Trust me. I've seen the records. I've seen the timelines. I've seen. He's like, I'm a people person. People tell me things.
I've seen the communique.
Yeah. And he's like, you piece of shit. There's nothing here, dude. You know, he's like, plus we know who you are, dude. You goddamn war criminal, you piece of shit. We know you killed all those people. You're an asshole, dude. Look at your face, dude. You even
your fucking orange face.
Yeah, well, you try to color yourself a different color because you think we couldn't see your fucking bone structure. Well, fuck you, dude. Our computer's way smarter than you and us because it knows how to replicate Romulus, and we don't even know what it looks like. And anyway, he like breaks it down, and then who shows up? Fucking old one-armed man shows up, and he's like, old Tamalak is here. And then Picard's like, oh fuck, you piece of shit. We're here because you know, we're just checking it out. We're not doing anything here. And he's like, but Captain, you've encroached into our fucking area, dude.
Encroached.
Yeah.
I love that word.
So you put your crotch over our shit, dude. We don't like it. But I don't know what Picard goes. When didn't Picard go, hey, remember last time I gave you a pass? You crossed over. You violated what I told you not. You did what I told you not to do. You're a piece of shit. Now I get to go back. You just sit here and do nothing, dude.
Now we're even.
Was cool. Now we're even, Steven. And he's like, no. And I fucking hate this guy, dude. I wish they would have just blown him up, dude.
It's Romulans. Yeah.
That's Romulans. And then so. He basically is like these two things. Either we blow you up or you surrender and then I dismantle your ship. I find all your secrets and then I'm going to put your ship in the middle of the town square and I'm going to be like, yeah, baby. Look at what I did, dude. Look at what I did to Picard, dude. That balls bitch. He's like, look at my hair, dude. We all have this haircut. It's beautiful. And then Picard's like, you know what? Not only are we not going to give up, I'll tell you this. Fuck you, dude. I'll spell it out, dude. Fuck. You, your mom, your whole fucking Romulan, dude. Fuck you guys.
Your haircuts.
No apology. No apology. Just like Nirvana, dude. Listen to him. No apologies here. And then so this guy's like, well, then fuck you, dude. We're gonna blow you up then. And he's like, and then he gives him he's like, I'll give you 5 minutes to think about it. He's like, no, I'll give you fucking 0. Wait, we're not getting up, dude. And he's like, you rather die? What about thinking about the men and women in your ship, the innocents? And he's like, they're like fucking. It's like that movie Bad Boys, dude. We ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life.
That's exactly what he says. Yeah.
And so then even like they're like, and then the Romulan's like, oh fuck, you tricked me. And he's like, yeah, we know you're a piece of shit. You killed all those people. That was a joke, Tim. They're like, we told you go kill those people to see if you do it, and then you went and did it. Yeah. And he's like, plus, we just want to see if you're a traitor. Turns out you are a traitor. So now everyone's going to know you're a piece of shit. And you stole all our Snuggies and all our bicycle chains.
Yeah.
All the kids, they don't have any chains. They got to just fucking hoof it.
Some people were like, "There's no way Ja could do that," but then we're like, "Let's see, let's go and see."
Ja.
Yeah. He's like, Jock, you're a piece of shit. You're a jockass. And so he's like, and then old Tomahawk is like, all right, then fuck you guys. We're gonna blow you guys up. And he's like, oh yeah, well fuck you, dude. And he's like, Worf, make it fucking rain, dude. And then boom,
Make it
dude.
so.
All
Klingons.
these Klingons show up and they're like, let's fucking get down, dude. And then Tomahawk's like, you're gonna fucking die, dude. And he's like, well, if we die, you die, dude. Because if we die, we're gonna take you with us, dude. I'll crash.
The Klingons will definitely fight to the
death.
Shall we die together?
Yeah. And he's like, you know what? And it's funny. One time I got really mad. I was driving and I said to my cousin who was riding with me, we're arguing, and I said, I'll crash this car just to see you die. And that's how I feel the card feels. He's like, I'll crash this ship just to see you fucking die, dude. And then they scurry off. They're like, oh fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. And so the Worfians, what are they called?
Klingons.
They helped out.
War friends.
Worf's friends. And then he's like, yeah, that's how we do it, dude. He's all, number one, take us back, dude. And he's like, that's kind of bitch work, dude. You just want me to back it up, dude?
Why does Worf get to have the really cool moment and I'm just driving?
Yeah. And then he's like, tell Worf, he's like, Worf, tell your friends that we owe him a favor.
Thanks for doing us a solid, man.
Yeah, dude.
Really
tell them that if they want anybody snuffed out, we'll fucking do it, dude.
And then
if anybody needs a ride to a different galaxy or the Uber, they get a free $50 ride on us.
Nice. Worf is like, we do it for family.
Yeah. He's like, tell Dom Toretto and his family that we owe him. That'd be cool if like the other ship was just a Dom Toretto.
It's just
Klingon.
the Fast and the Furious crew. No, they're not Klingons. This is Fast and the Furious like 60. They've gone to space at this point.
And Worf is like, my captain sends his salutations. And he's like, nah, we're family now. for Pablo. And so they go to the Romulans, Jacoby's fucking room. Yeah. And he took the Pepto-Bismol pill and he's fucking dead, dude.
He took the Tums.
Yeah.
He had a really sad line after they left. He said, I did it for nothing. My home, my family for nothing.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
I kind of feel bad for him. I do.
No, he's a goddamn war criminal. Don't feel bad for him.
Yeah, so, never mind.
I'm glad he's dead and we'll spit on his fucking face. He was near us, dude.
Yeah, never mind. I take it back. I don't feel bad for him.
I mean, for a war criminal,
like I had a George Bush painting moment where I saw him painting these beautiful murals. I almost forgot. I was like, oh wow, that's a beautiful picture. And I was like, wait, no, he's a war criminal. God, no, he killed so many people. Stop! I don't care. I almost had that. That's how
Operation
I felt
Iraqi Freedom.
Moment.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's how I felt for a moment.
Oh God.
But it's a beautiful painting. He's a beautiful painter.
Not really.
It's not as beautiful as Ja Rule's last words.
Good watercolors or paintings of dogs or whatever he does. I don't know.
Although at the end, Picard does respect his final act as a courageous act. You know?
Is it really? What? I say it's bullshit, dude. I call bullshit on that, dude.
No, I'd say that Marvin said nothing wrong.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it says. That's what Picard says. He says,
like Marvin's simply describing Picard's opinion, and I know Picard's opinion.
I know he is, but I'm killing the messenger. Marvin's wrong. Marvin's a piece of shit for relaying that.
Yes.
Okay, I will say that despite his war criminal status, like for a war criminal, this man is surprisingly charismatic.
Yeah,
and a good painter.
Yeah, he paints beautiful pictures of those French women.
I'm no stranger to being responsible for deaths. Yeah. So
I do like the sentiment of the last scene though, where Picard is like, you know, one day maybe we will give this letter.
Oh, the letter
to his daughter when there's no more war, when there is peace.
Yeah,
then she will get to read this letter, for better or worse. You know?
Yeah. When COVID's over, we'll give them that letter.
Yeah. We'll cough on it just so he knows what it feels like to lose a bunch of people, like those people that he killed, those innocent people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have gone to his bedside, and you know what? Worf should have gone next to him while he was dead, and just whispered, "We're gonna kill your family because you killed all those people. We're gonna kill your family, dude. They're dead. Not only are we gonna burn these fucking letters that you made, dude, burn them, dude. No one will ever read them, dude.
Your daughter will never get this letter."
For the record, doing that would also be a war crime.
This is what it would go. We're gonna take her in the middle of the night, just like Data, because Data loves taking fucking children.
Oh no.
We're gonna take her.
He loves it.
Yeah, and we're gonna have her
Can't
be
stop
raised. We're gonna send her to college to be raised beautifully by Klingons.
Oh,
Fuck you, dude. We're gonna treat her well. We're gonna treat her well, but they're Klingons. Fuck you. Good night.
Good night.
You ugly prince. Anyway, that's my fan fiction. Welcome to my TED Talk. So that is that episode. Look,
Yeah.
it was a lot of funky stuff going on.
By the way, just want a quick bit of trivia. So the region of space that they keep traveling to, that they think that these people are the Romulans are setting up shop in, it's called Nelvana. Nelvana in the show was named after the animation studio Nelvana.
I was wondering about that because I know the animation studio.
Yeah.
Nelvana. They're responsible for tons of programs from the 70s on.
Yeah, but
I
the thing
think
that
they're
always comes to mind,
Canada-based.
yeah, the Canadian. The thing that always comes to mind for me, for some stupid reason, is Eek the Cat. But they've done a bunch of other shit that's way more
All sorts of
prolific
shit
than
on
that.
Fox Kids was Nelvana.
Yeah, yeah. And interestingly, Nelvana, the studio, is named after the first Canadian comic book character,
Oh.
superhero named Nelvana of the Northern Lights, who is also one of the first female superheroes ever. She actually debuted before Wonder Woman. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Nelvana of the Northern Lights, huh?
Yeah, it's a very, very
Interesting.
interesting. She's actually seems like a potentially really cool superhero. Actually, she is basically Superman, but
and she's Inuit.
yeah.
Yeah.
She seems like a really interesting potential superhero that potentially could come back one day. She seems really cool.
All right, we need a lot of groundswell around Nelvana right now.
Yeah.
Everyone, go push Nelvana for SummerSlam.
So that's your 3 degrees of separation for this bit of trivia, Nelvana. What do you guys rate it? What do you guys think?
Wait, I want to talk about one scene. Did we talk about the scene between Geordi and Data talking about
No, we didn't.
Oh,
Talking
And that's a
about,
pretty
like-
good scene.
yeah,
Yeah,
good scene.
I mean, it's a weird scene. Well, they're talking about like gut instincts versus.
This is what actually
like,
inspires Data to go and talk to Ja Rule. Actually,
Yes, exactly. But then I think it's a great scene, but the scene ends with Geordi talking about being caught with your pants down and possibly explaining what that means, what that phrase means.
Mhm.
And I was
Data,
just like,
Jordy, why would I ever take my pants down?
why would your pants be down? I don't know.
He's like, look, I mean, sometimes you're at an airport.
I think Tasha would know.
Yeah, Tasha would know.
Oh.
I forget what he said, so I'm trying
His
to
response
go.
would have been like when Tasha pulled them down.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
Jordy,
it's just such
at
a
the time, I was
weird-
not caught.
It was consensual.
You can't rely on the facts. Sometimes the facts lie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think this is interesting.
And then you have to
that,
find
like-
alternate facts.
Yeah, and then there's
Oh, no.
alternative facts.
Oh no. No, don't.
Yeah.
People don't.
Yeah.
No, don't listen to Sarah.
There is no
Don't listen to
alternative
Geordi.
facts.
Don't listen to Jordy on that bit.
Yeah, so
Uh.
Data says, what does he say? Let me see. I'm waiting. He says, with their pants. He's like, a metaphor, catching them in the act.
Mm-hmm.
In the act of what?
Whatever. What do you take your pants down for?
I don't know. Can someone explain it to me?
do you want to explain?
Using the bathroom.
Yeah, Gucci.
Changing into different pants.
Hey,
But what
when you-
are you being caught? It implies you're doing something wrong.
You're eating jerky. You're jerking. Huh?
Taking
if you're being
taking a
caught with your
shower.
pants down, it
Taking a
implies you're
shower
doing something
whilst
bad.
having sex with someone.
Yeah,
It's just a weird, yeah.
Taking a suppository.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's not that being caught.
It
means
wasn't
you're
your
doing something
suppository.
wrong.
It was someone
Yeah.
else's
You
suppository.
stole, you stole somebody else's.
Okay.
You stole it out of somebody else's butt.
That's different.
So, what would you guys rate the episode?
69. No, I don't know.
High rating.
It was. I didn't hate it. It was funny. I thought it was really funny. Better than most. especially because the one-armed man showed up and they tied it all back, and like this fucker did anything. He got his comeuppance because he killed all those people. He committed genocide, and I'm glad that he died like a fucking stupid person, like a fool. I'm glad. I wish he would have died worse, in a worse way. To me, like, he wasn't honorable. He was a piece of shit from the beginning. He continued to be a piece of shit, and he died like a piece of shit. And I'm glad. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Okay. I actually really like the episode. I think the main weakness is just that even though the creators of the show admit it takes some time for them to get to the reveal that's the Admiral. There's like a bit of fluffing about. But I think I'd give it like 8.5. I think it starts off really strong and ends really strong. I
am right there with you with that score.
Yeah, I think it's just the only thing is that it's got a kind of a slow middle. And that's about it. Even the cold open is really appropriate for what's going on in the episode. It all pretty much ties together. It's just the episodes are getting better and better in terms of that. I think
I think there's a lot of great acting in this episode because we got to see Picard, like that scene between Picard and Ja Rule in his ready room is really good.
Yeah, it's a great scene. They're two very good actors, just playing off of each other. Yeah.
And that's not the only good scene, because I do enjoy that scene between Geordi and Data, and I also enjoy the scenes between Data and Ja Rule.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff going on here. It's a nice, nuanced, complicated situation for this Romulan war criminal that he is. But like, there's enough here that you can see more complications than just like they are cartoonishly evil and hate everything. You know?
Yeah, and the actor's name is James Joseph Sloyan, by the way. James Sloyan.
So Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, like I remember, like this episode actually stuck out in my memory as one that kind of impressed me. And I think when I was watching it this time, I happened to notice that they had a lot of moments where they were like giving things room to breathe. Yeah. And there was like a lot of like busy action. Like they gave people things to do.
Yeah, like when he goes in his room, he just takes some time getting some water.
Yeah, things like that. Little things like that. Doing the water thing. How Picard's like very pensively drinking his tea. Little bits like that. I like it all.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. What do you think, Sarah?
I'd probably say a 9.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I really like this episode.
That's awesome. I think that's interesting. Yeah.
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 It was a good one.
Cool. Okay, well, that was The Defector, which is, I guess it was a standout for most of us. Cool. Next week, we're going to do The Hunted, and I remember this character, but I forget what he did.
Party.
So yeah. But in the meantime, that was Newbie Star Trek. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you have been liking the podcast, it'd be really awesome if you head on over to Spotify to give us a rating, or find us on Apple Podcasts or Podcast Addict, give us a review there, but only if you feel like doing it. And also, if you ever wanted to shoot us an email, we have an address, contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. And this week, we do have an email. It's stating sign it, so I'm just going to go by the first name that's there. It's from someone named Jackie.
Hiya, Jackie.
Yeah. So
Jackie.
Here you go. Hey there. Big fan of the podcast. It is great to have a fun, nerdy conversation about the show I grew up with. I have a quick question. How do you feel about the growing the beard theory? Do you agree? The theory is that the quality of the show is in relation to Riker's facial hair, like it's some kind of magical plot device.
I am aware of this theory.
So the longer the beard gets, the longer the quality?
Like the better the show.
That's where I think the theory can kind of like break down, because I don't think Riker's beard doesn't get substantially longer than it currently is, right?
Not until Picard.
Okay, because that would, like, if his beard just gets to a certain length and just stays there, that would imply, based off of this theory, that the quality of the show should then kind of plateau and stay there.
Quality. I thought you said equality.
No.
Oh, okay.
Does the show become less racist?
No.
Based
yeah,
on...
that's what I thought. I was like, I think it's the same type of racism or non-racism.
I'd be curious to track this theory.
We could keep tracking it, but I think it's already. I think it's already somewhat debunked in that one of the best episodes of the show is in season 2, where Riker's beard isn't really full yet.
That's subjective, though.
Maybe, but so this is the quality, I guess.
I don't subscribe to the theory that's the best episode.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I mean, you haven't seen them all yet, so it's possible.
And also,
maybe another one's we'll measure dicks.
I'm just saying that if this theory were actually true, like at a certain point, we should just get to banger after banger after banger after banger, like nonstop awesome episodes that
like Miley Cyrus songs.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
She don't miss.
Ja Rule songs.
Yeah,
Miley Cyrus.
Which I don't think that's true.
We don't. I can't comment on this.
We can't say
because we're newbies. We're newbies. Newbies.
I think
I will definitely look into it and keep track.
I'll try to keep this in mind. And if
keep it in mind.
If things ever come up that drastically or that cause us to reevaluate our stance on this, we can mention it.
I hadn't heard this theory, so it's good that they brought it to our attention.
Yeah, so now we can track
Maybe
it.
You knew about it, Marvin, but you didn't want to tell us.
Well, there's always that joke that the show instantly got better once Riker got the beard. But I don't know.
And to a lesser extent, I've heard the same about the uniforms getting collars.
Yeah, the collars as well. Both of which are kind of true, but it's more of a coincidence than it really is about.
I mean, it's just season to season. Like, first season is always awkward. And then everything that changed from season 2 on is like, oh, yeah, they did get better. Of course it did.
Nobody thinks the first season of The Simpsons is the best season, but the best seasons come shortly afterward, some of the best. So, yeah, I think it's similar. But anyway, we'll keep track. We'll take a look at it. Thanks for the question, Jackie. Really appreciate it.
I feel like season 3s tend to be a pretty safe place to find good episodes of a show that is already respected.
They're getting mature and they're starting to really understand their characters and then blah, blah, blah.
Jackie.
There's usually something good in season 3.
Did Jackie say if she believes in the theory or doesn't believe in the theory? Well, I want to know.
Oh,
Jackie
didn't mention whether they do or not. Yeah.
Are you pro theory or not, or against the theory? We want to know.
I think that if you grew up with the show, you're likely to have the theory in your head, and it's one of those things that's easy to just
Neil
say
Gorsuch,
a lot.
At Neil Gorsuch. That's where you find me. Sorry,
sure.
I wanted to reply
for some reason, it took me a second to reconnect that in my brain. I don't know why.
I was like, Martin, sorry.
sorry.
Damn.
All right.
Thank you. That joke did not have legs.
Thank you for the question, Jackie. But yeah, this is Newbie Star Trek. We also do other things. We have the Fugitive Frames film podcast. We've yet to still record the end of year thing.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we're
super on time.
We will.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Don't worry
about
it. Don't worry about it. And then also we have our YouTube channel, which is the Fugitive Games. Not the Fugitive Games, just Fugitive Games. I've been streaming a bunch. Oh, not a bunch, twice. I don't know if that's considered a bunch.
That's not a bunch at all, Marvin.
That's a bushel.
You can't say that's a bunch. Not
I've streamed twice.
Yeah.
And I've been streaming Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands, which is a mod that combines Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 into one game. And I also added a bunch of different mods to it. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
I've played New Vegas a bunch of times. So now that I'm in New Vegas with the mods, I keep going, wait, is that the mod? Is that new? Or am I just not remembering? And it's a really interesting experience. I'm just like, oh, is this new?
Honestly, that would drive me nuts.
I think it's been interesting to me because it just feels like, like when you're a kid and you were like, it's the summer, the shows aren't in production yet. And you're like watching reruns and you're like, did I see this one? I think I didn't. And then you keep watching, it's kind of like that feeling. But with the video games.
But you don't have any potential for it. Did this episode change since the last time I saw it?
I mean, technically, The Simpsons did that. They changed little bits this here and there.
You mean just the shit they would move out for syndication?
Yeah, sure. They would have.
But like, that would be a difference between airing and then the syndicated version.
Yeah. The thing I always remember from The Simpsons,
but then that's just cutting.
Well, no, they change lines sometimes. Like I remember the one time where Homer shot Marge in the face with a makeup shotgun. The original line was, Homer, I don't think women will appreciate being shot in the face. And then I think the line they changed to it was, Homer, you've got this set on horror.
No, both lines are intact in the episode. They're both in the episode originally.
But I feel like there's something different Marge said because the lip sync isn't even right in that.
Well, there are tons of first airings that had wrong lip syncing because of what happened in production prior to it airing.
Okay.
Like that was not uncommon. It happened a bunch.
Okay. If there's both in there, then I could be remembering it. But there's a few things like that sometimes you go, oh, this is a little different.
I don't think so.
I think there is. There's a few.
Not stuff that was added.
But anyway,
not since the first airing. Anyway,
that's what we're doing on Fugitive Games. And if you ever want to check out all the stuff we're doing, you just go to fugitiveframes.com, and that's got everything. So all in one nice, tidy spot. And next time,
if you want to find me on the internet, you could find me at parthasalayuta.com.
Very good. Very good.
I actually own that domain.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
If you listen to last week's episode, did we not capture the procurement of that domain?
Oh, it's in there. Yeah.
Parthasalayuta.
So if you guys want, I don't know where Ricardo's going to redirect at. So go to
Parthasalayuta. You want to see someone getting jerked?
Ricardo,
jerky
right here, right now, you have to revive you'rethemannowdog.com.
Oh,
it's just a bunch of Riker faces saying Parthasalayuta.
He's got that big grin.
And it has to have that, zooming text from the back.
Yeah.
Like it has to be, coming at you.
Parthasalayuta.
Oh, the old internet. All right. We're going to do the Hunted next time. I forget what that's about. So it's going to be new to all of us.
It's got Van Damme.
Yeah.
It's hard, just like Hard Target.
Hopefully, we can only hope. We can only hope it's just like Hard Target. But until then, stay safe, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
Parthasalayuta.
Take care, y'all.